Hey everybody, Dr. John here with Orlando Alternative Health, licensed acupuncture physician. And I wanted to follow up the last video that I did here with my top 5 suggestions on things that you can do to create positivity in your life. So staying on the Mr. Rogers kick, which if you missed my last video, that's what this is kind of a follow-up to, that Mr. Rogers did certain things to help create positivity in his own life. So some of my recommendations, the first one here are things such as a daily practice, which could include things like breath work, meditation, yoga, acupuncture, acupressure. Little quick demonstration. My favorite point right up here in between the eyebrows is called Yin Tong. Feel yourself getting a little stressed out, you can do a little light pressure and just in a little circular motion work on it, and you'd be surprised just the effectiveness and efficiency that you can feel, the calming and therapeutic effect of that. And then another thing that I personally have found a lot of help from is exercise, various types of it. Obviously, with anything, overdoing it or doing too much intense exercise can have a negative effect. So moving on, the next thing that I want to talk about, just touched on a little bit, is breath work. Might sound simple as the autonomic nervous system, it causes us to breathe automatically, so it's not something we think about, but when we are stressed out, as many of us are, especially given the current circumstances, certain types of breath work have a very amazing physiological effect on your body's nitric oxide production and other physiological effects of your body, which can create very positive responses if done properly. Third one, again, may seem very straightforward, but just effort, just trying to be positive, trying to instill some of this positivity, trying to be positive to others, and maybe thinking sometimes before you speak and diffusing a situation before it becomes out of control. Fourth item on my list is attention to diet. In TCM, one thing that we look at heavily is the impact on food and our diet. The old saying, you are what you eat. All of these cells in our body, every function within our body is facilitated by the nutrients that we put into our body. So therefore, if the food and things you're putting into your body are not of a positive nature, how can you expect a positive outcome? And the final thing is generally the least popular and least liked, but as a clinician, I have to point this out. Alcohol and let's call it other substances. So just to lightly touch on this issue, they can affect things or affect people in many different ways. There are many different responses that I see people are having to the stress and the different circumstances we are now dealing with in society due to the COVID situation. But a lot of people I find, unfortunately, are going heavily into a borderline alcoholic state, which does not create positivity in your life. It affects you internally, it affects you emotionally and financially, and creates a lot of other problems. So being mindful and paying attention to these substances. So again, a run through. My top 5 here are a daily practice. Number 2, breath work. Number 3, an effort to make it a daily practice and continue to institute these things in your life. Number 4 is diet, paying attention to your diet and what you put in. And number 5 is a mindful and awareness of substances, alcohol and other substances, which can have a negative effect when overly used on your body. Thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Feel free to subscribe. Check out my website, orlandoalternativehealth.com, and feel free to leave me some feedback, open to constructive criticism. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Thank you very much.